Yes, people, sorry for the lateness. As you can see, there's only 2 of us here at the moment. Everyone's a little bit late today. LB will be over in literally a second. We've even got Luiz, the other carefree Luiz should be on the way, and George as well, as Ash is away on holiday. But me and Monster here, regardless. I've seen this Arsenal Madueke stuff. This Quip dude, they need to stop in it. They need to stop. They love jumping the gun. You know what? Yeah, I don't even know what team to make out of Arsenal in this Madueke situation. I reckon it's just interest only. You know, I'll be real. Talking to the camp doesn't exactly mean you need the player, but you know who wouldn't put it past Arsenal really? But we'll talk about Arsenal because EZE is apparently really excited by the project. Why wouldn't he be? He's an Arsenal fan. You know, this Rodrygo stuff as well, benched again. It come out yesterday with confirmation from Ben Jacobs saying Rodrygo will be making his decision after the Club World Cup, and Arsenal are literally in line ready overall. So yeah, Luis Diaz looks like he's not for sale apparently, according to Bayern Munich officials. So he looks like he might be getting a new deal at Liverpool. And you know what? With the left winger market of today, I don't see why not. I think it's probably for the best. He's still a good player. Sancho's swap deal looks like it's on the cards, in deep discussions with Juventus. Apparently, he's going to lower his wage a little bit. It is only 20% tax over there, so it's not as bad. But Douglas Luiz or Vlahovic the other way. And apparently, Man City want 2 more stars. But we just don't know who. After that, you know, that disaster display, I think LB can talk about it a little bit more in depth when he jumps over. I wonder who those targets might be. Maybe they're going to go in for Livramento, or maybe they look at another centre-back. That's actually quite a bit. And apparently Mbumo's 3rd bid is going to go in later today, but we'll see about that. We say a month, man. It's a little bit of scrambling going on, isn't it? In this transfer market, bro. No, I thought Diaz was set to leave.
Set to leave? I don't know. This is what I said about set to leave. Like, he don't mind, bro. Luis Diaz is on this whole, if you sell me, if you want to keep me, he's on all of that. Like, bro's on 50 bags. He's happy to be here.
I don't think he is.
Bro, he's on... Check his wages.
No. I don't think he's happy to be on 50 bags.
Brother, he's not even talking about a new deal. He's happy to see out his contract. He said it himself. He's happy to see out his contract.
He wants that mega signing on bonus, isn't it?
Brother, I'm telling you right now, he is happy to be here, bro. He's happy to be here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Apparently there's a report saying he's on 140. I have not seen the report, bro.
No, he's on 50. He's on 50.
Do you know what it is? He might be getting wait, his family. I haven't seen, but his family are pissed. I'm not seeing that.
No, I'm not gonna lie. The closest thing that we kind of know is Copology, innit? They might not be entirely accurate, but their salary profile says here that he's actually on, let's see, 55 grand per week.
Yeah, 50, bro.
He's on peanuts, but for someone of his age and how good he is, obviously his family's gonna want a lot more. We'll start with Liverpool first and get that out of the way, and then we can talk about Arsenal a little bit and Man United and City. But for me, it's if you're on 55 grand per week and you're seeing your counterparts getting, you know, new deals, Kanate, he's saying, what is he, 28? Bro, come on, man. He's gonna wanna pay rise, isn't it? Like at least triple. He's gonna probably want about 150 per week. And I don't see why Liverpool won't pay that, considering the market of left wingers. Luis, when you deep it, yeah, maybe 2-3 years ago, you might have said Luis Diaz is like, he's inconsistent. We'll see how it goes. We can probably get better, maybe, in it over the years. And he says it's because of his shooting or whatever. In today's game, in 2025, going on 2026, big up Mo Stacks, by the way. I'm good, man. I hope you're good. You probably think, oh yeah, you know what? Luis Diaz is probably one of the better ones. He's like,
in the league, of course, especially in the league. Of course he is.
Wait, hold on. In the league, in world football right now, bro.
What I'd say with Luis Diaz is, as a out and out winger, like question marks in it. I gotta keep it a buck. But as an attacker, he can play centrally. He can play out wide. His whole profile, I agree with you in terms of his importance to any team would be for me. He'd be quite integral to any team in terms of, you know, if it's for someone who can play the false 9 pretty well, somebody who can play out and out pretty well. For me, he's very purple patchy. When he's on it, He's unbelievable. On the left wing when he stinks, he's shit. But again, he's in today's market for the competition of left wingers, bro. It ain't that bad.
You know what, Joe? You know what, Mons? I might have to thank you. You know.
What do you mean?
Well, who's the next target? Allegedly. Who's the next target?
What, our next target?
No, Bayern Munich.
Oh, Luis Diaz.
No, yeah, after Luis Diaz, who's the next target? That's what I might have to thank you, innit? You might have given me a solution.
Rashford or Sancho is one of them too.
Ding, ding, ding. Rashford. Might have done me a solid favor, bro.
You know them man are scrambling. It's been Leao.
It's Leao, Williams, and
Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz. So they approached Diaz. They got told not for sale. Apparently, Leao's too much money. That's what I read actually last week. And the other one, I don't know about the other one. To be fair, I saw Martinelli being an option as well.
Also,
yeah. But it come out yesterday from Christian Folk that Rashford is on the list and they're definitely interested.
Maybe if they want to run us Harry Kane and Luis Diaz can be their false nine.
Cheeky. What are you saying, Jules, man?
Yeah, man. Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good. I can't lie. On that buying stuff, I think the wingers that they're looking at are all a step below what they need if Bayern really want to compete. Because we look at Bayern as always being a Champions League competing team, and if they sign Martinelli, Rashford, and these types of players, they're literally, they seem to be getting rejected by everyone right now as well. I'm looking at Bayern, I'm like, yo, what's wrong with them? What actually happened to the source of what Bayern had? Because nobody wants to go there right now. Nobody.
No one. So, and even Gittins, they tried to hijack Gittins, and even that failed. And he said, no, I'm going Chelsea. He said, no, I probably want to go back to England, innit? I don't blame him. Germany seems quite boring. But what's it called? By the way, I don't think your mic's on. It's coming through your laptop. Just to let you know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So you're telling me you done a whole stream with your laptop?
Stream like that. Nobody said nothing. Nobody told me my mic.
No love. Good. There's no more love in this. They just said, no, we don't care. We just want George. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, Luis Diaz staying, I think is probably the best option at the moment, unless they can find that top tier winger that's going to replace him. Even this Nunes stuff once. Apparently, like Napoli are ready to move on from him because of the valuation that Liverpool want for him. And they're only prepared to pay out to what? Is it 42, 45 million? That's like their budget for any player, max. You don't want something like 60, you don't want 60 or 70 million.
They spend 70 million pounds on Nunes. That's their whole transfer budget, bro. Like,
just flipping leave, man. Just flipping leave. Just leave, man.
Do you think Liverpool are doing too much, Mons? Like, you're doing too much. Hold on, get your money back rather than just accept like the 45 and just be like, yeah, let's cut. Like
nah, but their thing's like 39, innit? When it's really the real amount is 39, innit? That's a bit low, George, bro. Be real. For me, 50 and he's gone and he's done. It's fine. Take him. Take him. Even like 47 with 3.3 and three and add-ons. I can bargain, bro. When it's Nunes, I'll bargain. I'm not a shrewd businessman with Nunes. Just get him gone. Get him gone. I don't care about no 70 million no more. I know we don't want to go Saudi, so my 70 million dreams of getting that money for Nunes is done. It's done. But for the life of me, 45, 50 million with add-ons, 45 with 5 million add-ons. Just fuck off, man.
You know that's how I feel with Garnacho, right? This is exactly the same thing. It's like, brother,
right, bro. Take your Premier League medal and bounce, bro.
I'm taking 35 million for Garnacho. I think he's that washed. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know the market's like Langa's 50. I said, but all these men are better than him.
But you didn't pay 70 million for him. You didn't pay 80 million for him.
I know how you feel because we paid 65 million or 60 million for Richarlison. I'd take 20 for him right now. Bite your hand off for 20. I'll take it. Just cut your losses. You have to third the price. Right now, he's in the
People think I hate him as well. Bro, I don't even hate Nunes, you know. People they think I hate Nunes. I don't hate Nunes, you know. I don't hate you. I'm just disappointed, fam. Leave the club, bro.
Leave the club. Big up everyone in the chat, by the way. Big up Ryan Arsenal in the building. That's a first name. Oh my god, I've just clocked. Everyone's at usernames are gone. Do you remember? It was
Oh my days, the usernames are back. Yeah.
I said that. You know, and when you redirect to me, there was no problem. No one had that. In my
No. So it's only some YouTube channels. Like it's selected. Like I don't know what changed in it. Something within YouTube happened in it.
Yeah, bro, man. I had flipping mad accent. I was seeing. How about this? I was seeing man them in the chat's government names, bro. I was thinking, hey, raw, raw.
Yeah. For real.
Rodney and that. I swear I didn't know it was your name and that. Rodney and that. I swear that Rodney. I'll take it.
We got Marcus in the building
I
as well.
Can't be letting cats have that as well, because hey.
By the way, I've already screenshotted one. It was on Rance's channel. He tried to get like disgustingly Larry last Friday. Yeah, I said, cool. Is that your government? Because Rance had the same thing. Cool. Long story short, man wanted to put out where he lived. Already found him. 192. Found it. Love. Don't care. Or find your workplace. I'm not joking. Don't fuck around, innit? Like, if you're gonna be nasty, like I don't care about soft comments, innit? But you're gonna be nasty. I will search you up if I can find it, and I will email your work.
Apparently, it was StreamYard, not YouTube.
Oh, was it?
It
might have been. Anyways, people smash the like button. 530 in the house. LB is going to be joining very briefly, and so should Carefree Luiz. If this has to wake up. But regardless of all of that, as well, make sure you subscribe to the lads that are already here. Durag Diaries is AK Jules, obviously. He's just done a video. He's just done a whole live video. So yeah, he's literally on the road to 5K. I saw that graphic. So please, let's get him there as well. You can screenshot this all. It's gonna stay there for a while, so you can find it. And what the likes on? What are the likes on? I don't even know what the likes are on at the moment. There's 79 likes. Cheeky. So this can definitely go up to at least 300 likes. Long story short, let me just quickly talk about your because I didn't want to fit into the title because we ain't actually spoken to a Spurs fan yet about this whole Kudus thing, you know. And I see in West Ham employee that dude, you know the one. I can see it's a if you can get him over the line quickly, yeah, and hopefully Arsenal don't try buy him at the way case so they can go and fund him or whatever, bro. That's a top tier signing for you, man. You know, if you told me Kudus Solanke, see, I like Solanke and a lot of people don't. I really do. I still rate him. I still think he got used incorrectly under Ange as well. Yeah. And then obviously you got whatever. Look, Matthias Tell, I know we bantered him, but there's still a player there, bro. Like if you get him, it could be something under Thomas Frank. That front three for me, it doesn't scream amazing, but it's like that's dangerous though.
Yeah, and it's definitely more promising. And when you obviously power that on with Kulu or Maddison being in the cam, being in a more structured midfield, a more structured forward setup. I could accept that. Like I said, for me, Kudus is a marquee signing for Tottenham. I think if you asked anyone 12 months ago, anyone in the top 6, oh, you're gonna get Kudus for 60 million, most clubs would have bit your hand off, including Mons. Mons would be like, yeah, in a moment, like, give me that types of player. Liverpool, Man City. But I think after this last season of him being a bit poor, struggling,
what?
It's your thing.
It's me. Someone's upstairs. Yeah.
Okay, you can hear it.
I thought it was a bean. This is your heart thing. I lie. It was a bean. You know them slow rising pups. You know. Alright, sorry, George, carry on, man. Continue.
Yeah, no, it was mad thing. But I look at this Kudus deal and I'm like, bro, if obviously where he's had a bad season where he's a bit slower, his price has dropped. A lot more people are looking at him a bit more spooky and funky, suggesting that like, oh, this isn't a good signing. This isn't a player that you guys think is. He's inconsistent, and they're putting all these different names on Kudus for the type of player that he is, when I don't think he is that type of player. So I'm more than happy with the sign. I think it's a good deal. £60 million. I saw people say, look, got a super chat, Kudus beef with Van de Ven. There's no beef. These men had a little bit of a scrap in the game. Richarlison beat up a few Spurs players before he joined Tottenham. It is what it is. They all know it's all part of the game, innit? So if he did beat up a few Spurs players in Van de Ven and Pap Sarr, that's cool. Those players are going to have to firm that L when he walks into that training ground. He's a Spurs man. So, I think Kudus is a top signing. And for what we need under Frank, a player, because we can't get Mbomo. We need someone who can give you that Mbomo quality. I think Kudus can. Just on the goal scoring side of things, Frank's going to have to work with him to try and improve that and work with him on his final third decision making. But I think Kudus has all the attributes to be a top winger for Tottenham, man.
He'd be your best attacker instantaneously for me.
Yeah.
For me,
100%, I would agree. I said this as well earlier on my stream. I was like, Kudus comes into Tottenham, he's instantly our best attacker. When I look at EZE and Semenyo, I'd question whether they'd be our best attackers. But Kudus for me is 100% our
bro.
best.
If you're getting Kudus for 60 million, 65, even if it's that's the ongoing rate right now for one of the probably better wingers right now, top wingers in the Prem. Missing out on Semenyo is a blessing. Him signing a new deal, I do wonder what his release clause is, but him signing a new deal, I said, Tottenham dodged the bullet. Like, obviously, Monts rates Semenyo probably a lot more than me, innit? Where I don't. I think he's just a good player. He's just a good player. He's okay.
Yeah, I think the same. I think we've dodged a bullet with him. I think Semenyo is good, but I had a lot of questions regarding Semenyo's quality and what he can provide at Champions League level. I was thinking, when I look at Semenyo on his final third, again, like I've said it so many times, he's a better version of Traore to me. So when I watch him, he's just like, it's so hard to be convinced by a player like that who's going to perform for you week in, week out. His dribbling is a bit messy sometimes, but he gets past players. He's effective what he does. I just don't know how good he'll be at Tottenham. So, yeah, I think Kudus is definitely the better between the two players. And ultimately, he's a bit more versatile as well. You could bring Kudus in the middle. You can play him off the right. You could probably use him in another position if needed. And I think Frank, he's the more coachable player for what Frank needs.
He's that Mbumo. That's his Mbumo, man. That's his Mbumo. Him and Solanke. Solanke's his Vista. I think he's his Mbumo. It's kind of obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about this Chelsea stuff, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit worried about this Chelsea stuff. Like you said, if Arsenal do what Arsenal have been doing for the past 4 years and fund this deal, then it could be a hijack. There could be a hijack in place, but Spurs just need to wrap this. I'd say in the next week, give it till 9th of July. This time next week, the deal needs to be done. If we haven't got the deal done by then I could sense a hijack coming in, man.
Yeah, that'd be peak, man. Because it's just all the other lot. It's like Newcastle right now, and Forest just getting rejected left, right, and center. Imagine you're the next one that happens because someone wants to hijack you for A, B, or C player. I don't know, man. Murmurings of Nunez and the Chiesa to Osman swap deal. They want both of them players as well. That's the maddest point. If they get, bro, don't even make me think of Osman at. Yeah, I don't even want to think of that.
To Liverpool, that'd be a bad deal if they done that.
Victor.
Nah, he kills it. I don't care. Any club that gets him in the Prem, I think he kills it. Everyone's going to say, but what about the wages? What about the wages? Yeah, apparently that's not really a problem as much anymore. OR says, Kudus beef with Van der Ven. You already said that as well. Martian says, you best move quick. If negotiations for Noni pick up, then you know Chelsea are coming. If Chelsea enter seriously, then there is only one option with the blue circle.
That's not the truth. That's not the truth. Chelsea are not a club right now. Whereas a lot of players sign for Chelsea. I think the reason they sign for Chelsea because they're young. A lot of the players they sign are young players. They're trying to secure their futures. They're getting deals at like 100K a week for the next 8 years. Yeah, man. Like they know what they're doing. But at the same time, Kudus is not that player. Kudus wants to go to a team now where he's 24. He's going into the prime of his career. He wants to be a team that's going to be out. Chelsea can provide the level of competition he wants to play out. No doubt about that. But, he's going to want guaranteed game time. He's going to want to be the main player, one of the main options at the team. I think Chelsea have got so much going on. It's like a revolving door. He's going to look at that and be like, in the next 2 years, they could be signing my replacement. And that's not to say he doesn't have belief in himself. It's just to say that whether you play good or not, Chelsea are always looking at new players in your position in the next year or two, regardless. They've signed 10 wingers in the past 2 years. Why would another winger want to go there? Just seeing that it's constantly new winger coming in, new out, new in, new out, new in, new out.
Iron fire.
Literally that.
And for me, I don't know. Sometimes it's because it's Chelsea, though, isn't it? When you think of like where am I more likely?
That model, isn't it?
Yeah, but where am I more likely? Most likely, I know you want more recently to win a trophy, innit? Is it at Chelsea or would it more likely be at Tottenham? I mean,
their model used to be with superstars, though, innit? They'd signed loads of young players.
Yeah.
Also signed superstars.
They don't sign a superstar now, and even when they do, those superstars get treated like we didn't even say superstars, but they sign those top players like a Kudus. He's going to get treated like all the other players. And that's the problem.
But I don't know. Imagine if he actually ends up choosing Tottenham over Chelsea. Like, does anyone actually think there might be a situation where that's the case? Because Tottenham's wages are fine. Tottenham's wages are fine, yeah. Like they're not far from what Chelsea pay players, by the way. And obviously Tottenham pay a lot less with a lot of their other stars. But they said that like this guy would be coming in basically as the marquee one. This is the big one that they want, right? And obviously you look at Cole Palmer's wage and the rest of their wage, they're on like 140s, 130s, 120s. So it wouldn't even be a wages thing. So we can't really say, oh, he's going Chelsea for the money. Because if he does choose Chelsea, it's because of the project and what they got going on in the future in the next 5 years. Obviously with Spurs, there's this surrounding history with them, obviously with hire and fire as well. Let's be real, last couple of years or so. Conte, then Mourinho, then Nuno and whatever. And then obviously Ange just last 2 years. And now Thomas Frank. So it's kind of the same situation, right?
We're in a similar situation, and you probably can look at Tottenham being a bit unstable in that sense. But I feel like with the new manager coming in, he's looking at it as a new project, and he's looking at Frank wants me to be a part of this project and be the marquee player that takes it forward in the project. That's how it's going to be sold to him, is you're going to be the man to take Tottenham forward over the next couple of years. They're going into Champions League. We're going back to compete for Europe. Like we've just won this trophy. We're looking to take those steps forward. That's sort of how West Ham got him in the first place. Is we won the Conference League, and obviously they had Tim Staten, he's a very good director of football. But I'm sure it would have been we won the Conference League. We're looking to take those steps forward into the Europa League and compete at a higher level. They done one season where they had a good year at the Europa League, but in the Premier League they done so poorly they couldn't compete again. He's now looking at like, oh, this isn't the level of where I need to be at. At Tottenham, I think we can provide that level of competition. So I think like when you're looking at the difference between Tottenham and Chelsea, there's not much difference. It just depends on whether he cares more about game time over money or whether he feels like going to Chelsea, he can be the main player. If he feels like he can be the main player at Chelsea, then he might prefer to go to Chelsea because they're in a slightly better position than us at the moment.
Yeah, you both got Champions League, that's for sure. I do, you actually put up some good points. Like if Cole Palmer is to be rumored to be going off to the side, they're going to have that conversation. But then they might switch it around and say, no, you go back in the mid, and then you guy on the right. You probably say, I'll make that. I think he's got that sort of confidence said that, so I'll make that position my own. Because I think at West Ham, when they keep using him on the left, up front, I think he'd probably be pissed off by that slightly.
Yeah, that's the thing. At West Ham, I'm pretty sure if you actually look into the numbers, the first season he was used on the right wing majority of the time, and that's where he played his best football. I think his GA was something like 10.
Yeah, Bowen, isn't it? Bowen's just the better player.
I think he's the more effective player for what you need. I don't necessarily like Bowen. Bowen's hard. Man. He's like a Brexit footballer, but he's so good at he's such a good Brexit footballer. Like he's so English in the way that he plays, what he does when he gets the ball. He's not very skillful. He's very basic, but he's effective. Yeah,
it's more shoulder drops and flair rather than like any sort of step over.
Yeah, like he doesn't, and it's just he's like the positioning. He's similar to Mbromo. He knows where to be. He's got the football IQ.
Ball striking though, like the volley he scored against, was it Chelsea? Who's the volley he scored against Chelsea? Oh man,
yeah, he does those things so good. So it's hard to even like when you're looking at him and Kudus, you can't take Bowen off the right wing because Bowen does what he does so well. But at the same time, Kudus has got more all-star X factor.
You see the Brexit ball strikers. You see the Chris Brunt, Snodgrass.
Yeah, the
Robert Snodgrass.
John Joe Shelby, bro.
Like, you see them there. Charlie Adams, the real sledge. John Joe Shelby. You know the Brexit sledgehammer, brother. He's a winger and he's got that in it. Like it's crazy, bro.
Snodgrass, crazy name,
bro. I'm telling you, bro. There's some serious. Townsend, you can say had the sledge.
Townsend. Yeah, Townsend was.
James Morrison and that, because James Morrison and that.
I still remember Darren Ambrose scoring that goal at Old Trafford. I was at that game. Yeah, I was vexed.
Bro,
we lost 2-1. Who do we have in goal? We had that Lindegaard. We had that Lindegaard in goal. He got. Was it him? Was it him? It might have been him. I remember he got packed in another game as well. Yeah. But this one, that was top bins.
We saying Cass. We say Graham Dorrans. You hear me?
One of the yeah. I've signed just you circled. You're here.
No, yeah, I said Graham Dorrans, the sledgehammer and that. You know about it.
What Darren Ambrose, that's proper like heritage footballers, man. Charlie Adams as well. Like obviously
Dwight McNeil. Someone said Dwight McNeil. I hear it.
Huddleston.
No,
Oh,
no, but
Huddleston.
was that a Brexit left foot though? We're talking
No.
Brexit.
Huddleston had the Brexit doofs, like the doofs, like you know what I mean. It's going to every time he's shot, you know it's going in, isn't it? You know it's going in. Until the point
Huddleston's thing caught you on the like. Yeah, you're not getting out of there alive, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Man. Oh, even Romadol for Charlton. Anyone remember Romadol? Charlton days.
No, really the bangers like that though. What bangers?
Dear to Haman, him.
Oh my
God. Yeah, man, proper stuff, man. There's some decent players over the day.
I say Robbie Brady and that. You know what I'm taking Robbie Brady, crazy.
Yeah, Solana. Yeah, you know what? Solana. You know what? Emery had a couple. The one that used to play for Newcastle, the racist. He used to have a couple little something in his locker as well. But anyways, moving on from that, big up for LB for the raid. I'm pretty sure he's going to be jumping in due time. So we'll save the City chat for then. Arsenal, man. Real quick. It looks like EZE and that's gonna. It looks like it's gonna happen, isn't it? And I know it's being probably reiterated like over and over and over again. But the latest is saying that he's actually excited by Arsenal. I mean, I'm sorry if you're a Palace fan. Obviously, you're gonna get your money. But going from Palace to Arsenal, I think he's a boyhood Arsenal fan. Though he come from their academy and all sorts. We spoke about it yesterday a little bit more in depth. Me and me and D versus Monts and that, and saying left wing, blah 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 blah. But now it's obviously coming out saying like with Rodrygo, if we add both, EZE's a separate deal, and then obviously they're waiting for Rodrygo's decision before they even make a move on him. You know, like his decision is pretty much after the World Cup, and he got benched again. In an ideal world, if you go get Rodrygo and EZE, that's pretty much. I think they're statement signings. Of course they are. That puts them into a whole new stratosphere, and the fan base can stop moaning. Obviously, yesterday I had a moan about Madueke links, and I know they are linked with Madueke, but if they got Madueke, I said if I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm pissed. If that's the winger you're gonna bring in as the three separate deals, EZE, Madueke, and then whoever up front, you'd be super vexed. But I think they're gonna string this out. EZE, Rodrygo. Where do you think that puts them?
Game changer.
Game changer.
EZE and Rodrygo would be huge, but I can't see them getting both EZE and Rodrygo. And I know it's been reported that EZE is separate
More
to
so
any winger.
Rodrygo in the game, but carry on. So.
Yeah, I know they've said that EZE is separate to any of the deal done for a winger. Sorry, but I don't see them spending that level of price on a winger and an attacking midfielder and a striker. I just can't see it happening. I feel like EZE is coming in and they're signing a player in his position to ultimately act as another option for that, you know, a goal scoring and so on. So EZE and Rodrygo would be a huge improvements for them and probably takes them the steps forward that they need to compete with the likes of City and Liverpool, you know, in signing Verts, Cherky and these types of players. But I just can't see it happening. I can't lie. Not Rodrygo and EZE. But if they do, it'd be amazing for them. Cass keeps freezing. I don't know if it's me. Is it my end now? Is it Cass?
I think Streamyard's bugging.
Yeah. Your thing keeps freezing.
I thought it was me. Because I've got low bars on my, to be fair, on my...
You're here and then you just freeze all of a sudden and it's just like, yeah, but you are
here. Yeah, for me, yeah. I might have to go refresh or something. But you lot can hear me, yeah. But the thought of Rodrygo and Arsenal is, for me, and then EZE as well, I think that's way too dangerous. I think that's there, yeah. It's like, you know how Liverpool got their Verts and Kirk as and whatever, and then Cherky and Rounders going to Man City. I would put that in the same kind of spectrum for Arsenal. You know, that's how you reply if you go get both of them. EZE, obviously, if he's apparently Arteta is the driving force for him wanting to sign, obviously over there, and he's obviously excited by whatever he said for him. Probably gassed him up as most managers do. Probably told him this is where you're gonna play for me. This, that, and the other. You'll get a lot of game time. I don't know if he's a guaranteed starter, unless they got different plans for Erdegaard, maybe in the 8. Maybe they can all play together, which I think that would be the case. But they get Rodrygo on top of that. It's like now they're looking, that's intent to go and win the league for me. You're showing ambition. And then the fans obviously think they can get behind something like that potentially as well. You can't cuss Rodrygo. How do you even play that one down? Or even EZE. You can't. It's impossible. You can't cuss Arsenal for that. And you can't really cuss their board either, because it's like, well, they're doing what they're trying to do. to secure what they need to go and secure. But we don't know what's going to happen. We'll have to wait for what kind of formations in preseason. Maybe Arteta's got different plans. Maybe he's got a new formation brewing, potentially. Or different kind of style of way, or different style where you can shoehorn pretty much all of them players in.
I don't think you'd be able to.
I think you can. I think Erdegaard will be better than the 8.
You could, but I suppose.
But then again, you're going to pay Declan Rice and Zoe to get
looking. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like there's going to be someone that drops out. But ultimately, like, this is what big teams
squad,
do.
Isn't it? It's a squad.
It's a squad. Like, we've praised Man City for so long for having the likes of those players on the bench. You know, if they signed the EZE, no one would bat an eyelid for EZE sitting on the bench. No one would even question it. So why should Arsenal not be doing the same thing? Like, even as a rival fan, I think we need to start putting that expectation that, you know, you compete at that level, so your squad and team should at the same time. So when I'm looking at, I'm like, Arsenal can do that with a team that they are. They just never usually do, looking at the past and the evidence of what we got in front of us. So, like, they could definitely do that. And EZE, for me, when we've seen the level of quality that Odegaard has shown across the last 6 or 7 months, he's dropped. He's dropped significantly. EZE is probably a player that they need to come in there to keep that level progressing. And I suppose even because he's a bit inconsistent himself, when he's not good, you chuck Odegaard in there. When Odegaard's not good, you chuck EZE in there. They could, like you said, they could both probably play in the 8 as well. So if you do get an injury to the likes of a Zubi or Rice, you've also got that options to play them in there too.
What's this? EZE is just another Grealish kind of player. Player star for Palace. Probably just struggle at Arsenal as well. I don't see how he struggles.
And I can't lie. When they say he's a Grealish type of player, I understand that to an extent. Like I feel like, you know how people have said, oh, EZE could be used on the left wing, because a lot of people at first when they were linking the Arsenal deal, it was all about the wing and how he could be used on that left hand side. But then when you look at how Grealish was used on that left hand side for Aston Villa, he gets a lot of freedom to roam inwards. Very similar to EZE. I think whenever he never plays on the wing, but he does drift out into those wide areas. It's because he knows that he's not, restricted to the wing. Most of his best play comes from in and around the middle of the pitch. So I think if Arsenal are looking to use him on the left wing, then it would be similar to the Grealish type signing. He won't be that good. But if you're looking to bring him in to play in the middle and then maybe deputize off the left wing, then you'll see the best side of EZE.
I'm not trying to see that against me though.
That's the thing. I'm not either.
I've got the first game. It might be actually kind of lucky. I don't know how long Arsenal may take to get like deals over the line. Because obviously they do at one moment they're fast, and the next minute they're stringing a deal out for like 6 weeks. I've got their first game of the season. I feel like I'd rather face them now than later, because if it does take a little bit longer where they come in and they're going to take settle, they're not going to start straight away. I'm not trying to see Rodrygo and EZE against me first game of the season, let alone Tesco's and whatever else they got going on. Zubimendi, whoever else. That's dangerous. When you deep that 11, this is where even the likes of people that don't like Arteta, you got nowhere to hide. You've got some bad boy players. You don't really have an excuse. You've got a good squad now. Norgard's on the bench. Eze's probably on the bench. Who else is there? Marino, Kai Havertz, maybe, or if not Sesko, if not Gyökeres. Do you know what I mean? If they decide to go for him, which actually, you know what, came out yesterday, but I don't know. I thought they got denied, but I'm confused about that whole Gyökeres thing. Apparently, he's agreed like a 5-year deal with them.
Casper, boy to boy.
It's looking long.
Arsenal get Rodrygo. It don't even matter what striker they get. They can still play Havertz on top. I promise you. It don't matter.
It'll be fine, innit? It'll be fine,
innit? It doesn't matter who they get play up front. Don't matter. They could go get Gabriel Jesus and play him up top as well after his injury. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who they get. Arsenal get Rodrygo. It doesn't matter who they play up front. As long as he's getting 12 goals, 12 to 15, minor. It's that though, innit?
No, I think
that's what it is, bro. The better striker they get, the better, but it don't matter what striker they get, bro.
How is Rodrygo overrated? He's not overrated. If you link with him LFC for the double, by the way, big up yourself, yeah, you'd be gassed. You'd be overly gassed.
He's just not a number.
I don't look at Rodrygo and say, you know what, I'm going to get 20 goals out of you, yeah. But the way I look at Arsenal is like Saka's like the complete kind of winger. Rodrygo's another complete kind of wing. If you need him to be direct, he'll be direct. If you need him to be more of a goal-scoring threat, then he can do that. If you need to do more creativity, then you can do that as well. You put Rodrygo on the other side. So off your comment once, this is just the way I'm viewing it, right? Whether it's Tesco's or Gyökeres, if they need to supply for a number 9 because he's not technically as gifted as, let's say, Kai Havertz, then I think they can supply it for that striker. But if they have someone like Kai Havertz, they can play more inverted and then obviously played more to the winger strengths to go and get what the the GA that they need, and the striker could be more of the creative outlet. Do you know what I mean? That's why I say when you say that, you're actually quite correct, because I feel like Saka and a Rodrygo can definitely create for like a number 9, like a Haaland type. Let's call him a Haaland type striker, a proper like original number 9. And people forget Zubimendi means they're gonna play a little bit more further up the pitch as well. Not saying that they couldn't do that with Partey, but Zubimendi's the conductor, happy to stay deep, drop deep in between the back two. You might even see that the left back isn't inverted next season. You might actually find that Luiz Skelly or whoever plays left back goes further up. Has anyone ever thought of it like that, where they actually taking the game going back to the more possession side type Arsenal?
Maybe they could be doing that, but it seems like over the years, I mean, he started off being a defensive manager, then he went to being attacking, then he went right back to being defensive.
Balanced and then defensive again.
And he had, let's be real, he went back, he chose to go more defensive when their attack was flourishing more. So I'm looking at him like he could go very, like, it may be due to the options they have. Some players like Martinelli who are limited on the ball, that might be one of the reasons why. But I doubt that he's going to start pushing forward and changing his system, man. I feel like he's so, in his own ways. You're going to see them stay in this defensive style.
All right, wait. Shane says, if you believe they're equipped now for the Noni news, which I don't, you must believe they're equipped last night for Crez news, which I don't. Even though Romano has rubbish. Well, Romano didn't exactly rubbish Madueke, did he? If we're going to be honest, he did say something like
neither did Hand of Arsenal. It wasn't completely rubbished. It was like more of an update than like being completely rubbished off.
By the way, if I start lagging once, you might have to take over, innit? Like here and there. If you hear me lagging
in a little bit, it's not as bad as it was, but it's nasty.
It's nasty. Well, I might have to open. I don't know what it is. It needs a reset, innit? You know what? Let me try to go adjust that real quick. One sec.
Yeah, nice. We'll take over anyway. Bro. I just think that my thing is with Rodrygo, the writing could be on the wall, innit, George? This is the bottom line, because man is not getting minutes, and when you're not getting minutes, and you're one of the best, bro. They're playing. Who's the new kid? Garcia? Is it? How'd you say? What's his first name? You're on mute, George. Is it Gonz? What's Garcia's first name?
Garcia or something like that. I don't even. It's just Garcia.
Yeah, bro. He's got a decent record, I think, at the. Is it Real Madrid B or whatever? Where Gonzalo Garcia? Yeah. He's got a decent record. I think it's like 25 and 30 or something like that. He's got a good record there, innit? Obviously, I think in the Club World Cup, man are playing off of merit because it's the Club World Cup. But if pre-season starts and this press still not playing,
that is their pre-season months.
No, but it depends how far they get in the competition.
Well, they're in the semi-finals, quarterfinals.
Yeah, but like they'll still have a couple pre-season games because.
But months deep, if you got Xabi Alonso's comments, right? Didn't he not say like he's experimenting, like things are gonna change? He even went to a back three yesterday again, by the way. Yeah. No, so why is there not an outrage? Because I thought he was meant to do a 4-3-3. Didn't work, did it?
I think he'll do a lot for back threes.
To be fair, Real Madrid were better in the 3-5-2 because they've been quite open.
Exactly.
They've been quite open.
But that's
can Xabi not do a back four?
And I'm looking at him like, if you're trying to accommodate for Trent, that back three is probably the best formation. I mean, like, he's brought Trent and he wants to get the best out of Trent. You got to play him in that right wing back role, man. You get him sort of on the wing doing the right, more of like a right midfielder role where he's up and down the right hand side, putting in some deeper crosses, and you've got two options for him to aim at down the middle.
Bellingham was playing in his position. Fine, whatever. He was playing in his position in the 3-4-3. Arda Güler dropped into the Modric role, from what I could see, as well. So he was doing them up that. Valverde was next to him. Who comes on for the striker who scored that bad boy header was Mbappe. He still didn't come on. Bellingham didn't even have a good game yesterday. Like it was just average. Do you know what I mean? Like for his standards, obviously, like it was just quite average. And you look at the players that come on, right? Was actually, let me check who come on again. Yeah, that was it. The other one, Ceballos come on, and then obviously Luka Modric come on because it's his final days, whatever, before he leaves. It's like, well, where's Rodrygo then? Like, you're winning 1-0. You might need more of an attacking threat. He's a hard worker. Bellingham's a hard worker. Maybe that's what he was thinking was. But it's like, that don't make no sense for me. It's like I think he's played a grand total of something like 33 odd minutes or something in this whole Club World Cup, because he's only going to do behind the closed doors games after this. You know, it's July. What is it? This is going to string.
But
probably
don't you think
once Trent was good. Trent was calm.
Once it gets announced that Rodrygo's leaving, though, I know we've all seen Arsenal are in for him. A lot more clubs are going to come in for him at that point. So it may not be Arsenal the favoured option once, you know, you have more clubs sniffing around, because once it is official, you know, Rodrygo wants to leave and he's pushing for a move. It's a very different market to trying to get him away from Madrid. Now he wants to leave. It's like, oh,
what the president said, if the right price comes in, someone can leave. He didn't mention who, though.
Bayern Munich, one of them, you know.
Yeah, but right now everyone's teeth in them.
I'm just
and
saying,
right, and also Bayern Munich. Yeah, but they don't want to fork up 80 million. That's Bayern's whole thing. They want to spend.
Don't want to fork up 80 million until the player's actually ready to leave.
And I also think Bayern and Real Madrid have a good. I reckon they'll work out a deal below that. They've got a good relationship. They've done a lot of deals over the last years in general. I think he'd work. Because
so much
that's what Arsenal. Danny who did Danny Ceballos come
from? Arsenal did Real Madrid as well, but I can just see if I'd see the fee being lower than what is requested for him at the moment if he goes to a club like even Arsenal maybe. But Arsenal are a lot more money than Bayern, so it's one of those ones like they'll use the English.
Remember, you said we're good friends.
Nah, they stabbed you in the back.
You said we're good friends. Fuck, man. We're victims.
Canati next.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, I'm a victim still. Fuck them, man. Fuck them, man. But no, George is right. There definitely are going to be other suitors. I just think Arsenal have the cleanest run. Me personally.
I think so. I haven't seen anyone else link with him. Has anyone else seen anything link with him? I don't think Chelsea are going to be in for him.
Chelsea get Kudus is too much to go and get Rodrygo after that. I just don't see that. I don't think it's.
And apparently, look, Hannah Arsenal said that the players, I don't know if this is true or not, if anyone can, but I'm going to guess it is. It said right here. He said that the players and the important people at Arsenal already spoke to Rodrygo. So they're just waiting. It's just a waiting game. And I feel like Arsenal are happy to wait right now. That's why I don't believe this Madueke stuff is going to accelerate as quick as they need, because the Club World Cup, when does it end? When does it end, by the way?
14th, I believe. It's 14th of July.
Nearly
done. So you're going to have to wait 12 days to understand the situation of what is it then, or 2 weeks, basically. You're going to wait that time if you're going to get a bad
goalie. Then it's just solely transfers. That's what I'm saying. Like, then it's just solely transfer before we get to preseason. Forget I said anything.
Bro, I don't know why. Wavy Naj, why are you onto me? Like, I speak when it's about your club, I don't see you complaining, yeah. But if I'm talking well on Arsenal, why does it rub you the wrong way? Pause. I do it for but yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I do it for all clubs. And right now, it's a very possible scenario. If Rodrygo is available, Madueke is not happening. I think Arsenal's happy to wait. And to be fair, without how long they string out deals or movement, look at the Sesko and Gyökeres stuff. I think they're happy to wait right now. No? What's going on with the Sesko stuff, man?
This Sesko thing's weird as well, man.
It's weird. Yeah, it is weird. It's just stalling at the moment. Are they waiting for the price to drop? Because it's like Leipzig don't give a shit.
I don't know. I just think it's just like, I don't really feel like Sesko now is the first choice. I feel like he is the first choice, but something's going on behind the scenes. Like, why wouldn't the deal get done? It seems like the player's happy with the move. Arsenal are happy with the move. The money's there. Arsenal ain't broke. The money's there. This is what I'd say. When Arsenal want to get something done, bro, they'll get it done.
See, I don't see in a world where they go get EZE, Gyökeres, and Rodrygo. If they did, I'd scream my lungs out, innit? But it's just like, because the president allegedly wants whatever money for Gyökeres now. I think they're waiting for the price to drop for Sesko. They want, 67? I think they only want to pay, 55, 60? Because allegedly they got quoted something similar last season when they wanted him. I think I think it's just a negotiation thing, like a tactic, basically, waiting for them to kind of fold. No?
What negotiation tactic, though?
Because Leipzig always need money. These Bundesliga clubs always want money. and they know that clubs will play, but not many clubs actually want Sesko or actually in for him like that. The longer it goes on in July, the fee might drop. They might either say, you know what, we want to move on to our targets. Let's just sell him to him for what, 60 million. It is better though, to be fair, as the guy that's leading it.
I've got a feeling this Sesko stuff is going to drop right. If Arsenal don't sign him, I don't see any other club coming.
It's a waste of time, isn't it? It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time.
And when I'm looking at this player, I'm just like, bro, this guy for me is you can get a player in the Premier League for half the price, probably give you a similar level. Yeah, he's got a lot of potential, but away from the potential side of things, what he's actually shown is he's not that good. He's not an out-and-out goal scorer. He's not someone that's going to come in and bag you 20. He's going to need a few years to get better. He's probably going to be decent on the link-up. But I don't actually see much of an improvement on Kai Havertz, on Sesko. Like, I think Sesko is competition for Kai Havertz. He's not coming in to start over Kai Havertz. Whereas Gyökeres is the complete opposite. He comes in to start.
Or they want a younger striker because they might believe Isaac's available next summer. Their original number 9 target. Just saying, innit?
He was their target like 7 years ago, bruv. We've been hearing about this.
I'm just saying. I
don't think Isaac is going to go Arsenal. I think if he's smart, he'd be like, yeah, you missed the chance. I'm going to go to a team that won the league.
I'm just saying.
He's taking the piss, bro. He's taking the piss.
I see what's his face there. He's like, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Talk about my player like that. That's what he's thinking.
Oh, shit,
I big up to everyone that's in here, by the way. Please smash the like button if you haven't done so yet. There's 1,130 people in the house. So if we can get that up to at least 400, you lot could do that in a click of a fingers. Like literally, even you lot in a live chat, the live chat's going off. So the more people that do it, you know how it goes, man. Subscribers, blah, 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 blah. And all that better stuff. Real Madrid don't like us no more after the 5-1 arse whooping. Laughing face. Well, I wouldn't be laughing at that if it means you don't get Rodrygo. You know what I mean? Don't remind them. That's the gaslighting allegations is crazy. Also, moving on. Hey, Sancho swap deal, man. Douglas Luiz is in a world right now, George.
So does that have legs? Does that have legs or like,
yeah. So it's not just Douglas Luiz. I'll add in Vlahovic as well. He's an option. They're just options. But United, obviously, they need a striker, so he's one option. But his wages are a bit peak, very peak. Douglas Luiz, who wants out, is another situation. We need a centre mid. He fits in the mold that Man United do need. And on top of that, Timothy Way is another option, but we wouldn't exactly need him, would we? He's like a right wing back / right winger, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't see that being a target for us personally, since he's not one of the positions. But apparently, Man United want the money instead, or would want the money for 25 million. I'm saying this year, in a week where Mbumo's taking long, and there's also this situation where, you know, Jadon Sancho is open to go in there and can work out the wages and stuff. If United don't take Douglas Luiz, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You need your centre mid. There's the one that fits the mold. He might not be 60 million type player anymore at the moment, but I think it's a good opportunity. Premier League proven already at Villa. I see a lot of people that say, oh, Douglas Luiz ain't it. Douglas Luiz ain't it. I'm like, what? What, because of one bad season? Not even a bad season, really. It's an average season. Most of Juventus done shit. Coop Miners wasn't that great. Kefren Turan wasn't that great. Let alone Locatelli. From what I remember seeing, or even seeing on online. United would be stupid not to take Douglas Luiz, in my opinion. It's a like-for-like swap. I would say that's you've literally got your central midfielder. You don't even have to worry about it no more. 25 million when they're requesting 40 million. That's a steal.
How did Douglas Luiz do over there? Because I've not really watched much of him.
Couple muscular injuries.
Gone.
Couple muscular injuries at the start, kind of halted like his whole start, and when he's played, from what I was reading up, anyways, he hasn't exactly lit up the league like he was lighting up the Premier League under Villa.
See what happens when you move for your gal, fam? See,
and then mid-season she leaves him. By the way, she leaves him and she goes to date one of her teammates at Juve.
Wait, she's not with him no more?
No. She dumped him.
George, but you didn't tell us this.
I didn't know she left me. You know what I'm doing? Like,
Hey,
I was still getting
man.
some, bro. I see her in the team hotel every now and then. We're still,
What?
She,
So he moved for her, not for her, but like, so they moved in that. They moved together in that. Juventus twinning in that. Only for that to not work, and then for him to now,
that was always.
no one even chats about Douglas Luiz no more as like a. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Them love will get you killed. Love will get you killed. Love will get you killed, man. Them, hey, because no one's talk. Oh, apparently she moved for him.
Huh?
Apparently she moved for him.
Yeah, she moved for him just for her to dump him.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Yeah,
like,
but yeah. So Sophia, nice try. Love will get you killed. Oh, listen, love will get you killed. Love will get you killed. You know what I'm saying? Love will get
Do you
you
reckon?
killed.
Do you reckon it'll be a good signing though, or do you reckon it's like because he's had like a kind of a poor season? United,
Bro, you know when man leave the Prem and on a good prospecting, and then they come back and that, and it's cool for their name when they return, but you don't really hear nothing from them after that.
25 million though, or a swap. That's what it's quoted at, like for like.
I
That's
think
what
it's
they
a
want.
very, very good price, man. Like I think for the player that you need, maybe he might not be able to perform at the levels he was at Aston Villa a few years ago. I just don't know if he'll get back to that. But for a depth
year
option,
ago.
for that price, I know it's over a year, but you know what happens, man. Players go somewhere, they come back, and they just don't. I don't think it will look way off though, because at Aston Villa, let's have it right, he was performing at one of the top, Premier League midfielders at the time. He's all round, and what you guys need is an all action midfielder. He's that in it. Like he can defend, he can go forward. He's got very good set pieces. He's a very competent passer. I think next to Bruno, you can look at that. That'd be a good.
That's the issue. That's the issue. Is getting a perfect partner for Bruno. You need someone that's athletic that can get around the pitch, who can pretty much pass forward as well, because and take the first phase because he can't do first phase. This is the issue. It's always down to the partner for Bruno. You have to have the perfect partner for him. He has to be robust. Has to be the guy that likes to don't mind flying into tackles, being aggressive. It's like, but that's the perfect centre mid. I mean, DM even, or 8 or 6, whatever you want to label it. Do you know how hard it is to find a partner for this man? You let me know when they exist. You need a Thomas Partey basically next to him. Do you know how difficult that is? And a younger version of it.
And you need someone to like who gets around, like I said, gets around the pitch, but sweeps up the play as well. Like they were doing a hard work on the defensive side of things, but also at the same time, when you're going forward, they're going to be able to pick the pockets. So it's tough, isn't it? The role profile that you guys need is so like unique and minimal in world football. Like you're gonna need a one of a kind player, and that player you're probably gonna have to go get is gonna have to spend a lot of money on him.
Yeah, Belabors of the world are costing 100 million.
Yeah, you would be an option. Agume for Sevilla could be a good option. And I know a few teams have looked at him. I think he's a good player, a good alternative in the CDM, but there's not many out there.
You know, you do have who's the young kid you lot have as well. He's a good player.
Heaven.
Nah.
Seku Kone. He's going out on loan.
He looks all right still.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to be a player, to be fair. He's the one. We scouted both Caicedo, rejected it. We scouted Baleba, rejected it. Ineos comes in, looks at Seku Kone. Vivel looked at him, said we're taking him. It's like, I'm hoping that's just the one that, you know that one that just turns into a beast eventually anyways. It's the same kind of situation.
He might need a loan spot. I'm not saying a loan spot. That's probably in the worst thing. Like,
bro, he played for the academy. He done the academy stuff, and he just looks way better than everyone by a million miles.
Yeah,
everyone
just comfortably
way too
better,
easy. Comfortably better. The level's just like, why is he even in his
Who's
level?
Leslie?
Oh, Ukachukwu, man.
You guys don't have him.
No,
right?
no, it's not. Yeah, but it's Chelsea. Man, you take him. No, I don't want him.
No, he's come back to Chelsea, no?
He's on loan at Southampton. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, he's gonna go back. I don't want him. I don't even want to deal with Chelsea anymore. That's real. I don't want to give them no money. I hate it because
we're the only club that hasn't given them money. Everyone else is just like fucking funding Chelsea's transfer windows. I'm just like, bro.
I ain't funded. I ain't sold on one to Chelsea. It could have been Kelleher. I feel like Kelleher going Chelsea. I think generally could have been a thing. Like that one still confused me a little bit why they didn't really look at that, but. I guess you can go Brentford, and going Brentford saves us the rivalry and that.
Yeah, it's a good move for him. It's a good club. I mean, I don't know about their goal kit, their set piece coach becoming their manager, but clearly he must be something or somewhat decent. Must be somewhat decent, right? But yeah, no, back to the Sancho stuff. I just need him gone. You know, when you said it earlier about about
Darwin.
Nunes, about Darwin Nunes. Yeah, for me, it's the same thing with Sancho. He just anything he does just pisses me off now. It's just like, please piss off. It's already a joke that the fact that there was a clause in there or something allowed to even send him back. We spoke about it yesterday, innit? Like, how would someone with an obligation be allowed to be sent back? It's called an obligation. How do you cancel an obligation?
That's the most Nigerian thing ever.
Without severe consequences. 5 million.
I'm
5
sorry.
million, more like 15 million or something like that. There should be a hefty fine for that. You've made an obligation. Do you get it? Chelsea finding loopholes FC all the time. It's mental. It's actually mental. And then this whole Mbumo stuff is taking forever. Forever. If you know what, if George was bald, I'd call him Mbumo instead of Douglas Luiz, innit?
Yeah, no, that's why Mbumo needs to go to Turkey. That's what he needs to do. He needs to go to Turkey, get that hairline. He might be back up here with them and them like me, but until then,
if Mbumo had a hairline, yeah, I feel like it'd cost 30 million more, innit?
Have you seen him with a hairline, by the way? Back when he was
it's
in
like
France.
Completely different guy, bro.
I need this guy at the club, man. If I swear down, yeah, like I know it's dragging at the moment. I do think he gets over the line. Don't get me wrong, but you know that little bit of doubt which creeps in, like for you and Chelsea with Kudus, you really want Kudus at this point, right? It looks hot. If somehow it just like collapses because United don't want to spend the extra, let's say 2-3 million, or where it may be, or the structure is not exactly correct, I will lash out. I said it yesterday. I think you was on it once as well. Like I will. But you ain't seen me crash out. Like, probably the last biggest. What was my last crash out? Was it the Tottenham final?
Probably.
Might be worse than that. Might be worse than that. I've never wanted a player more than this at this moment of time because it's just dragged on.
Or when you got the breaking news that Højlund's staying at the club and that.
Oh, I ain't seen that, to be fair. He just said he wants to stay.
Oh, no, I was practicing.
Doesn't mean he's gonna play those. Stop. I don't know, man. Because United's confusing at the moment. All the briefings kind of confusing. It's like you're waiting for Højlund to leave so you can get Watkins, but Højlund doesn't need to leave so you can bring in someone like Gyökeres. What make it make sense? Which one is it that you want? Which is it? Is a striker coming regardless if he's there or not? Because if I hear that United can't move a striker because even though you sold A, B, and C, and Højlund's still there, but you can't get a striker because he's there, I will lose my shit. It's like how incompetent can you be? Just send him to the reserves. Send him on loan somewhere. Would anyone want to take him on loan? Do you want him on loan? Do you need him on loan? No? Anyone?
Please.
No. What happened to the Inter Milan stuff? Is that called?
I don't know yet. We don't know yet. But I think what they're playing at is like, okay, if you're going to ask for too much money, you want a permanent, because I think they want loan with option, if not a lot cheaper, then
Chelsea are going to get more money off Bayern Munich. Apparently, Renato Vega is added to 4 potential options for a new centre back.
No one cares.
But just Chelsea getting more money.
Yeah, I don't care, man. This is what I mean with these. The guy hasn't even played more than like 5-6 games, bro.
They're still going to get money off him. But
the question is how much. This team, there's something fishy in the world of Chelsea. I swear that they must, like, literally, they're like the Rockefellers of football, innit? At the moment, like it's like everything has to go through them.
Well, the Prem is mostly Cobham graduates.
This team that's got a fear of FOMO is insane. So much FOMO is like, oh, that's the talent you want. We want them as well. No, we want them. They see Kudus like, no, we want them.
Oh, you know this. FOMO FC.
FOMO FC. And then it's like, you just bought Vega and they won't budge for their price either for whatever they want to sell for. We got him for, what did you get him for? Like 15 million or 70 million, something stupid like that. Yeah, we want double. And they will pay it. It's like they got a gun to their head and say, we got your files. We will leak them. We got your nudes. I promise you.
It's dark, man.
Bro, stupid. 8 million they got him for what? And they're going to make 30 million off him. Oh, piss off, man. Nasty work. How did he keep doing it? And why do none of our clubs? Well, I can't really say months at the moment, but no one else is learning. No one else is learning. Now there's something fishy in it. There's something real fishy, man.
I've been selling the Ibes and the Solankis. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the last time? Because Keller wasn't got. You sold him for pretty much snowflakes
or something.
Something dumb. What was your last great selling? Like, what was your great like a Kwanzaa? There you go, decent. Got decent money for him. Yeah, you got.
I even think the Kwanzaa deal, that was just because, you know, we paid quite a bit for Verts and Frimpong. You're chucking.
Yeah, we just threw that. That was just a little.
Yeah,
have
like
that
just
in it. Like, but we've been doing that, bro. Jordan Ibe,
20 million,
Solanke, you
20 million as well, I think.
know what
I
I'm
think
saying? Brewster, we got
20
bread
million as
for
well, I think.
Brewster. I think we got 30 million for Jordan Ibe. I think it was 30
You
million.
might have with Bournemouth.
You
Who
know what
else
I'm
is
saying?
there?
But it's listen, I know VVQ with the glue, that's my dog, but just know this time VVQ knew what to do. Because sometimes it's about the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's about the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? We lost the battle to Lenny Yoro, but we won the war with Florian Wirtz. I can admit defeat.
What do you mean?
Especially if it's in victory.
When I said Lenny Oro rejected you like that, we never put in a bid in. What are you on about? And all that kind
No,
of
no,
stuff.
I'm talking about defeat as in the Lenny Yoro versus Gerard Konza thing.
Oh, you're saying he's better than him, yeah?
Well, he doesn't play for my club anymore, so
Oh, no, you can admit it now, yeah.
like, I don't have to do that thing, innit? So you know what I'm saying, but no, he's still my guy. There's still a buyback clause. Don't let him have a banging season and then Euro be average. Because I will be gassing that.
Yeah, but to be fair, having a banging season in what's it called in the Bundesliga is come on, man.
Yeah. Oh,
come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, I
Come
hear
on,
it.
man. Big up
Anyway,
anyone from Alice's
one
channel,
game
man.
a week Euro. Let's see what happens, man.
1 game a week Euro.
Yeah, man.
Lend me a Euro. That's crazy. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, Man City got slapped up, as we do know. Like, obviously, they got slapped up by Al Hilal by 4. Obviously, they scored 3. But apparently they want 2 more.
What do you mean?
They want 2 more. Jack Gordon come out of a tweet. Obviously, he speaks on Man City, and because of that whole thing, all of a sudden they're looking at 2 more players. They want to sign 2 more players, and they said big name stars. By the way, don't know who, but Liverpool's obviously been the latest name, obviously on the radar, and obviously he's been deemed quite expensive. It might move for him, you know. Because they need someone that is defensively capable on that right hand side. Let's be real. You can't have 2 attackers. Mateus Nunes is not that bad, but I'm looking at their goalkeeper, thinking you might need a new goalkeeper, and that right back part who can, like Livramento. Let's say he is him. I'm not saying he's going to move, but someone that's defensively secure that can move into more of a back 3 and also attack. Very balanced. IQ on a pitch is actually is severely up there for me at a young age. I think that's what they're going to go for. Bro, they need, don't you think they need to?
What? Get a centre back and a right back?
Potentially, or a goalie. I don't think they move for the goalie, but
I think the Liverpool thing is difficult, man. I think that was a difficult move for them. I don't know if that happens.
Well, let's say Newcastle do have this 125 million budget.
They're gonna fleece them.
Yeah, they wanted 80 million. That was their last price.
He's not worth that. He's not worth anywhere near that. So I wouldn't even like. If I was Pep, I can't lie. Just hold your horses. There's no right back out there. You've done it for years, man. Just work with what you've got on that right hand side. Focus on getting in. Even a centre back, we've seen they're wrapping up a new deal for Diaz. So I don't even know if they're going to bring. I don't see another centre back coming in because Ruben Diaz signed a new deal. He's obviously still got the likes of Stones there. He's still got Gvardio's going to be coming into the middle now and playing at the back. So I actually don't think they're going to sign anyone for that right back. I can see them probably making a few more moves forward in the pitch type of thing. Maybe another central midfielder like what Man City do, just packing out their team. But another right back, I don't know. I don't know if they... Liverpool is just too much money.
Well, I see Rico Lewis is going to be signing or looking to sign a new deal. So is Ruben Diaz. That came out today. I mean, yeah.
Like Aina, maybe?
He was linked. But they need to sign a new deal.
Maybe. I haven't seen
it's true. If Liverpool is 80 million, Isaac's 200 million. Facts. Double. More than double. Double and a half.
Well,
anyways, people, make sure you subscribe to everyone here. Look, you can find their channels again. There's loads of you in here. I don't know how many likes are at the moment. Let me go check. 316. That can definitely rise to 400. Stop being lazy, little pricks. I know you're into TVs and devices, but a like button is quick. It's quick. And also, if you want to join the Discord, can someone post the Discord? It's in the pinned. If anyone wants to join a chat with lots of other football fans, this is your chance to do so in the Never a Foul community. But go subscribe. Monster's going to be live within the next 5 minutes. Next 5 minutes with
might be pushing it. Maybe 10 with Mons. Maybe 10.
You got Troops on. You've got Matt on from Coppish, and
D as well. Got the
and,
4.
and just D
Title
from
talk.
Fam Zone. So yeah,
Title talk.
well, you're gonna have to rename that show now, innit?
Yeah, bro. Like title. I
Actually,
mean,
transfer talk now, isn't it? Title talk.
Yeah,
probably,
transfer talk.
probably called transfer talk and not title talk.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the season starts in like what 6 weeks.
Sounds like some of your shows.
So I said what?
Sounds like some of your shows.
Starts in 7 weeks.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like it's in 4 minutes, but it's gonna start in 7 weeks.
Lateness is greatness, people.
Yeah. Anyways, we're out. Make sure you rate it up, NAF rate it up. Many of you should be going over there in a bit.